Defi.impossible fam, my name is Christy Gruber, and welcome to my channel. This is my first video, obviously. I wanted to introduce myself and share a little bit about my story and why the channel is called Defi.impossible. I was born with CHARGE syndrome, which is basically 7 symptoms in one person. Sometimes it's 4 major disabilities and 3 minor disabilities. Other times it's 3. It varies, but basically we all have some varying degrees of disabilities. So, coloboma of the eyes, which is spots on your retina, heart murmur, atresia of the nose, throat, mouth, which is basically you have issues with sinuses and kind of stuff. For some people, they can't even eat. But for me, it's minor. But I do have a tendency to get sinuses a lot, and my right face is paralyzed. Mental growth retardation. I didn't start growing until I was 16 and started on growth medicine and went from 4'8" to 5'4". And then G, which I don't know how to say the word. I haven't figured it out. I always forget how to say it right. But it's basically hormones, lack of producing hormones. And then finally is ear, which is obviously deaf and ear deformities. I can't even wear earrings. We tried earrings a couple of times. One time I got my ears pierced when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, and during recess one day, somebody threw a ball at my head by accident, and it knocked the earring out, and I never wore earrings since then. We did try clip-ons for my sister's wedding a couple of years ago, but because of the way my ears are shaped, they don't stay on, and by the time we got in the car, ran to go home, I lost one earring, and they both disappeared. So, I don't wear much jewelry because it's just too easy for me to lose. And so, that's my disabilities. My biggest disability is being deaf and blind, having bad balance. And if somebody was to ask me what the biggest problem is in overcoming disabilities, it wouldn't be overcoming my deafness, it wouldn't be overcoming my blindness, it would be overcoming my mindset. Because over the years, as time went on, beliefs that weren't true just kind of buried in my head. I have people saying, "You're immature, you're weird, you're weird, you're immature, you shouldn't be different, you need to be like everyone else." No, you don't need to be like everyone else. I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to be me. So, over time, I gained weight. I developed bad habits that are very, very hard to remove from me. But with practice, I can overcome them. Which leads me to why this is called Defi.impossible. Defi, because I'm interested in cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, NFTs, which I believe will revolutionize the world and make so many things possible. And it also sounds like the word DeFi, D-E-F-Y, so why not? And then impossible. One, because I'm working against insurmountable odds. What seems like impossible odds? It seems impossible that I'm going to be able to overcome what I'm overcoming. Right now, I'm at the bottom financially. Even though I made good investments, I still made a lot of mistakes. I didn't have a budget. I bought at the wrong time, sold at the wrong time, and I put more money than I should have. The investments were good. The value that I got from the investments are amazing, but the management of my finances was that of what they call the scarcity mindset. I was spending and wasting my money instead of managing it in a way that would have me better off. And my habits didn't help either. For example, I started at IM Academy a year ago to learn how to trade. But instead of really going all in every day, I depended on others too much. And now I'm a year later, financially rock bottom, Social Security disability discontinued on me, even though I am still blind, always will be blind, and have been blind since birth. So, rock bottom. But there are a few things that I'm grateful for. I live with my parents, even though I really should be living independently on my own. But if I had been living on my own and my benefits quit out, I would have been screwed probably. Um, but there are many things to be grateful for. One, that I have the tools. I have the network. And I am developing the mindset that will make it possible for me to overcome what seems like impossible odds. And I want to share this journey with you. I want you to see that anything is possible. I want you to see for yourself that I can go from financially broke to financial freedom. That I can go from fit, unhealthy, and obese to healthy and fit. That I can play the drums professionally. I did play the drums, but I stopped. I wasn't consistent enough for some reason. Um, that I can be a successful trader, and so many other things. Some of the things that I hope to do on this channel is stream video games, because it's something I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to stream video games and talk about the things I've learned. Talk about the resources, the resources and the tools that are out there. We are living in a time where it's the greatest time in history to be alive. But at the same time, we are living in a time where there is great fear and poverty. And Peter Vogt always says that, I forgot what I was going to say, but basically Peter says it's the greatest time in history to be alive because it's where people make the most money. The money doesn't disappear during hard times. It just transfers to successful people. So we have a choice. I can either continue to sit in my chair, read, play video games, do nothing, waste my money on junk, or I can finally start utilizing the tools and the resources and the network that I have been given in order to succeed. So, join me on my journey, and let's see where we are in a year from now. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to growing with you. Remember, go out there and defy the impossible. I can and will overcome all things through Christ. Peace.